Welcome to my channel, and today I want to do a reading. I don't know what it's about. I had just the impulse to read for the collective, and it is a sentence that came up, and it's just begun, and whatever that is, I don't know, but maybe we'll find out a little bit about it. So I will draw Lenormand cards for this, and I will draw different tarot decks, and we will see what comes up. And we have the key, and we have Pandora's box, and we have the snail. I want to put them a little bit more there. So, yeah, that's a message that's for someone who is dealing with a lot of fear today, or in this time we are living in. And I think we're just entered eclipse season, and we are about to have a new moon in Pisces. Although this reading is timeless, this can be connected to the energy that's up, and we can feel that's Pandora's box in the middle of this. We can feel the fear, we can feel the big shifts that are coming, and we have no idea where we are going. And so this confronts us with all of these ideas of being afraid of the future, being afraid of change, because we are comfortable in the place we are, or we are comfortable even if it's not the right place. Sometimes we can be comfortable with things that are not right for us. And so this feels like she is like Pandora's box, you know, when they opened the box, every uncomfortable feeling and every emotions that we don't want to feel comes out. And what we often forget, that this Pandora's box, we try not to open this box because we think, oh, never change a running system or something, right? So we are about to keep moving in the place we are because we are afraid of opening this box, and we are afraid of what will come out of it. And what we don't get often is that on the bottom of this box there is hope. It wasn't, not everything was uncomfortable in this box. There is hope on the bottom. So and this combination of cards shows me that there is the key of success. The key to success is opening this box, and it is leading into abundance. You know, the snail often comes with me for, it is a time card, so we have to be patient because it's not, the snail isn't quick, right? But it is leading into abundance. It's leading into success. And the snail asks us to be patient with ourselves and with our fears and with all of this, you know. But the message is a big one. It says that we will be successful if we allow this box to be opened. And whatever you are facing right now, it is the confirmation that whatever you deal with, stay put, stay with yourself, stay with your emotions, and allow them to move through you, because it will be successful. I think that is a really beautiful message we have here. And we'll see. I want to have a tarot card as well, so I think this is a volunteer, and this is one. And I guess this is one too. So, and there we got the cat. And this is the tree of birds, the three of birds is the Three of Swords. So that is the card where we can see the pain, you know, that comes with old hurts or wounds that show up in our life. And I think I have to make it a little bit bigger so that we can see all of these cards, right? So sorry for that, but I want to have them in there, right? So that you can see the cards. This is the Three of Swords, right? This is the old wounds. That's not a wound that happened now. That's not a bleeding heart. I don't feel it like this. It's already dead and gone, you know. This is like old wounds, old hurts that we carry with us. And it's a sword card. So it is about, for me, it is about the story we tell about it. And it's about holding on to story, holding on to old pain, holding on to all of these old things, and not to move on, not to take our own thoughts and focus them on something else. So it is about face it. And often we do this holding on to this because we don't allow ourselves to feel it. And often this comes with grief, you know. If we experience grief, it's really difficult to allow us to feel all of it. And so we tell a story about it. We tell a story about what we lost and how we got damaged, how we got treated, all of these things. And it's the reminder to allow us to stay in the emotion without putting meaning on it. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it is talking about the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Trees. This card is talking about us to be, to hold on to the belief that we can be successful, that we have planted the right seeds, that our seeds will grow. And then we have the Hermit, and it's on the other side. It is the cosmic tree. And we can use the Hermit in different ways, right? The Hermit is about moving inwards, being honest to yourself, and allowing yourself to feel whatever wants to be felt, and find the star within, right? It is about finding your own star, finding the worth and the value within, and keep on moving. And so this whole message is about you and encouraging you to move on with what you are doing. And this feels like, even that we have Pandora there, and that's a card that always triggers fear, right? Because we are afraid that something bad will happen. And that's what comes up when we stay with the Three of Swords. If we stay with this, we can feel overwhelmed by what we have to feel. And so we try to put it back into a box. And we don't want to open this box, because we know that all the stuff that is in there will come out, and we have to face it at one point. And This is the invitation to do so. Because if you do so, you can reap what you sow. And this is beautiful because it is leading into finding your North Star, finding your light, finding the value and the reason in your experiences. That is coming with the Seven of Pentacles as well, right? That there is value in this. And this is a human planting all of these pentacles, and that's what our life does. We experience all of these things, and we are planting seeds with what we experienced. And then we can find the North Star to move forwards and to grow into this cosmic tree, right? This tree is like abundant. It's rooted, and it's beautiful. Like it moves upwards into the sky, and there is no limit to it, right? There is no limit. There is the connection between the earth and the sky. And it's the value that lies in all of these emotions, that lies in all of these experiences. And what we felt, if we allow this to move through us and allow us to feel it without telling a story about it, that is important, because that is what healing is about. To allow this to be. And we'll see that one. And then we have Capricorn. And we have the 9th house. And that is about exploration. That is about higher learning. That is about what I said, to see what you experienced in your life, what your whole, and I have to move them now. I'm sorry for that, but I want you to see all of them. So, and this is the confirmation that this is about higher learning. It is about your 9th house, exploring, traveling, having adventures, having the higher learning, and being in this area where you can see the meaning behind it. So it's not holding on to this moment where something happened to you. It is about seeing the bigger picture, seeing the learning within all of it, and then allowing this to be your experience where you grow your own seeds into the next phase of your life. And that is to be this tree, right? To be this cosmic tree, not to pull back, to hide yourself. This is what a hermit can do as well, right? To hide yourself within your experiences. And that is what we often do. We hide within our experiences, because then we don't have to do anything else. So if we stay there, and if we keep us in this place where we felt pain. So, for example, if you experienced a difficult relationship and you experienced a lot of pain in this relationship, this can mean that you keep yourself in the place where you say, no, I don't want to have a relationship anymore, because I experienced this. And you even don't feel what that means, that you suspended this part of you that wants to experience love, that you suspended yourself in this because we want to experience love, of course. But if we lost someone, for example, we are afraid of losing people, because we know that, for example, people die. And if you lost someone in your life, you can be afraid of losing people, because you know people don't survive on this planet. So what is your chance to get into a relationship again? Zero, because you don't want to experience this again. So this is the invitation to stay connected to yourself. And we have two cards that are really beautiful connected to this, because this is the master of sadness. So there is something you want to feel. You have to feel, I would say. And you have to master your own sadness about the things that happened in your life. And this is the beautiful connection, the language of your own breath. And that is the connection to your own breath, and breath as life force. With our breath, we take life in and we breathe love out, right? We can make beautiful experiences with being connected to our breath. So what if there is a thing that's called Tonglen, right? Breathing the negative emotion in, and not for infecting us, so to speak, with this emotion. It's just breathing this emotion in and breathing love out, so that we can have the experience of transforming our own emotions. And I want to share a thing with you I experienced a couple of weeks ago, when there was a hunt in my area. And I really don't like hunting, but we have to live with the people who do, right? And so because I have horses, I stayed with my horses because the hunters went over my pasture. And so I stayed with my horses to keep them safe and to keep them calm, because people are shooting, and that's not what horses love. So, but when I was with my horses, I was standing there and just being relaxed, a hare came running, and it ran in front of the hunters, and it came into my area, and it was standing right in front of me, and it was looking at me. So it just stopped. It just stopped running, and it looked at me, and I tried to get my focus somewhere else, and I tried to do this breathing technique, and I breathed in fear and I breathed out love, so that this hare could be safe in my area. And the magic in this, and that was really touching, that this hare was just walking next to me and was staying in my area. And it wasn't afraid of me anymore. And it was so beautiful to witness this. And then the hunters changed the sides, and they went where the hare was. And I turned around, and this hare came back. And it did the same thing. It stood right in front of me, looked at me, and I did the same thing. I breathed in fear, and I breathed out love. And so it did the same thing as in the first time. It just walked beside me, and it stayed right behind me. And it was safe. The hunters went on and went somewhere else, and it was safe. And that is, a hare is a great example and a great sign for fear. And I always take things personal that happen to me. And a sign as a hare being hunted is a great sign for us, how we feel sometimes that something is hunting us. And So we try to put everything under the surface so that we cannot, someone cannot feel that we are afraid. They cannot feel that we are sad. But what is needed is the transformation of these emotions. And transformation means we have to feel them. And I mean in our body. We have to feel them in our body. We have to allow them to be in our body. And then we have to accept that they are there. On an emotional level, we have to accept that we are sometimes terrified, that we are afraid. But the meaning behind it is allowing this to be in your body, accepting your own emotions because they are there. And not telling stories about them, to keep them in this place. Because if we allow our breath to move on, they just move through us. And to embrace this practice, that is the third step for allowing our emotions to be transformed in our body. Transmutation, that is transmutation. Allowing this to happen and allow yourself to be in this place and be the master of your own sadness, because it is there, right? We have these experiences, and to allow them to be and to stay connected to our breath makes us the successful one. It is, we achieve something. And whatever you want to achieve, this is a confirmation that you are able to do so. And that is beautiful. And I want to see a couple of tarot cards to see what that means. If you allow yourself to stay there and to be connected to your breath. Look at this horse. It is amazing how connected this horse is, and to become, and then we got a first volunteer, and I want to have, I think there are all of these, and we'll see what this is about. So judgment, it's judgment. It's the big change. It's time to release yourself. It's time to rebirth yourself, to be reborn, to get out of your coffin that keeps you stuck, right? And the 8 of Cups, there is something you long for, and that is not in the place where you are right now. And the 10 of Swords is the same thing as the invitation to feel the things that you need to feel. Because, and this is beautiful, because it is cruel to yourself to keep yourself stuck in this place. And you long for, if this is about relationship, you long for a passionate relationship. It's what you do. But you can keep yourself stuck. So that is new passion is on your way. And maybe it's good for you to use this moment of being in Mars retrograde in Cancer. It's leaving a couple of, or it is changing its direction in a couple of days. But it is inviting you to be in this place of honesty. And it's this, the 7 of Swords can be deception from other people, can be the fear from being deceived, being betrayed, and to face this and stop to betray yourself, because that's what, if we keep ourselves locked up in this box, then we betray ourselves. We abandon ourselves. And this is the invitation to not to do so, to get yourself out of this and to allow yourself to be successful, because that's a mental state. It is the mental state of keeping yourself stuck and not to let it go and betray yourself from being this cosmic tree, right? So, what if we do this? What if we are bold to do this? And we can be in the place where we can, that's really beautiful. We can be in the place where we can get something out of it. And it is stepping into the abundance, and that's really wealth, right? Stepping into the abundance that comes with it, because we don't keep ourselves hidden, right? And this is about not being in the place where you keep yourself in like addictive behavior, right? This can be something as well. This can step out of this if you have coping mechanism that keep you stuck in your emotions as well, because you try to medicate yourself. This is the invitation. All of this is the invitation to get yourself out of it. Get yourself out of your self-medication, to allow yourself to feel whatever needs to be felt, and to step into the embodiment. And it's both of them are like embodied abundance, right? She's connected to her body. And she is allowing these things to happen, and there are these bunnies and the butterflies allowing transformation to happen in herself. She's sitting on the moon, so she is allowing these emotions to be there, and to be in this place of sensing and emoting and grounding herself in this. So she is the master of sadness. She is the master of breath, right? And she is trusting that she will plant the right things to get into the success that she wants to experience. But this is the invitation to get out of your own box. You are sitting, and this is what gets the circle closed, right? We put ourselves in this box of Pandora because we are afraid to open it. And this is not working anymore. And I think that that's the time we are in right now. It's not working anymore. So we have to face these things that we didn't want to face. But it's now. It's happening. You know? It's already happening. And we cannot undo it, right? And I want to have a dragon card. And what a beautiful card to end this reading. If you step into this place of facing your fears, and allowing yourself to be, to feel these emotions and to allow them to be transmuted, you step into this moment of bliss, where you can be in the present moment because you are not afraid. You are not protecting this box. Because if we opened it, and that's the beauty in this, right? If we allow this to happen, there is no box anymore afterwards. There is nothing to protect. There's just allowing. And there is presence and awareness in this present moment when we are triggered by something, and then to allow even this to happen without telling a story about it. The story keeps us in the box, and the fear to open the box keeps us in the box. And that's ending now. That's beautiful, because that's the promise of this card reading that I didn't know I was doing for this. But it is the solution of it. It will lead to success. That's a promise. That's the promise. It will lead to success. Embody all of it and step into the abundance that comes with it, and rebirth. It's the rebirth of yourself. It's the fire that always burned inside of you. It's moving you forwards, and that's what's happening right now. So let's keep on moving. And we are all in this together, you know. We're all in this together. That keeps us moving. Because that's what I think what's my value in this moment is, that I can see the value in all of it. And I can remind you at one point. And with all of your comments, with all of your sharings, and with all of this, what comes back to me, you keep me moving. That's what we do for each other, right? So, let's keep moving. Thank you so much for being here and for listening to me and for liking and subscribing. I definitely need your help to grow this channel. And if this is of value to you, and if it is helpful on your journey, please share and invite other people to participate as well. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.